But the witch had eaten too much cake and fallen asleep. So the fairy tiptoed past the sleeping cat, waved her wand, abracadoo, abracadee, unfreeze the children and set them all free. And in a flash, the witch's spell was undone. As the sun came up and the stars went away, all of the children found themselves safely back in their beds. The end.
Mummy, why did the witch freeze all the children?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe the witch didn't like the noise the children made and just happened to know a spell for freezing them.
Yes, thank you, Nanny Plum.
Not eating for a year and a day must have made the children very hungry.
No, the witch had frozen them solid, like frozen peas. Now, frozen peas don't get hungry, do they?
No.
Queen Thistle, where do the stars go in the daytime?
I'm sorry, Ben.
You said the sun came up and the stars went away. But where did the stars go?
Well, let's see what the book says. It doesn't say where the stars went.
Nanny Plum, do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
No.
Oh.
Perhaps we should ask King Thistle. He knows how the world works.
Yes, let's go and ask Daddy.
Enter!
Daddy, can we ask you a question?
Yes, of course, Holly. What is it?
Can you tell us where the stars go in the daytime?
What?
Where do the stars go when the sun comes up?
Well, they go. Yes, they go. I'm actually rather busy at the moment, Holly.
Our storybook said the stars went away.
But it didn't say where they went.
Oh, I see. Well...
There are plenty of books in the Royal Library. One of them might have the answer.
Good idea, Queen Thistle. Come on, everyone.
Wow, it's very untidy in here.
That's because these are magic books.
You are very naughty books. Flying about and fidgeting. Chop chop, go sort yourselves out. ABC, neatly please.
How do we find what we're looking for?
These are magic books. You just ask them.
Excuse me, books. Where do the stars go in the daytime?
Do you have anything about stars at all?
Ooh, look at all the fancy writing.
What does it say?
Has it got the answer?
It says, "Little star, we ask you to make our wishes all come true." Oh, it's just a spell for wishing on a star.
Oh, I think these magic books are only for making spells, not for answering questions.
But Nanny, why don't you know the answer?
I'm Nanny Plum, not an astrophysicist.
Astrophysicist? What's that?
Oh, it's just someone who knows a lot about stars and space and things.
Elves know a lot about things. We could ask my mum and dad.
Are your mum and dad astrophysicists?
Maybe. Let's go and see.
Hello! My goodness.
Mum, Dad, are you astrophysicists?
No,
we're
we're
elves.
elves.
Do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
No.
Nobody knows the answer.
Maybe we could ask the wise old elf.
Yes, he's wise.
He's old.
And he's an elf.
This is the wise old elf's study, where he thinks about things and is wise and stuff.
Enter
Hiya.
Good afternoon, everybody. How can I help you?
Wise old elf, we have a question.
The answer wasn't in our storybook.
It's an elf question, not really a fairy matter.
So we thought, as you are the wise old elf,
Yes, of course. Ask me any question, anything at all.
Where do the stars go in the daytime?
Ask me another question. On sport, perhaps.
You're not really wise, are you? You're just old.
So, old elf, you don't know the answer?
No, but I do know where to find it.
Where?
Follow me.
Is it far? All of this searching for answers has made me a bit tired.
We can take the lift. Mind the doors, please.
Where are we going?
We are going to the Great Elf Library.
Great elf library indeed. It's probably just a dusty old cupboard. Goodness me!
Shh! This is a library. We must be quiet.
Wow! It's huge!
There are so many books here. How do you stop them flying about and fidgeting?
These are not magic books, Your Majesty.
Oh, well, how do you ever find what you are looking for then?
We ask the wise old librarian.
So where is this wise old librarian?
Can I help you?
Are you the librarian?
Yes.
Do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
Yes. The answer is in the astrophysics section, second row, reference 520.34. This way.
But we already looked in books for the answer.
What books did you look in?
We looked in my storybook.
And we looked in magic spell books.
Well, there are different books for different things. There are books with stories in,
Ooh, look, witches.
and books about how things work.
Wow, a rocket book.
There are books about music,
Oompa music for elves, my favourite.
books about animals,
Oh, chickens! That's interesting.
books about vegetables.
Oh, yes, I like vegetables, especially peas.
You can find out any answer if you look in the right book. Ah, here we are. A book on stars.
Is this going to have the answer?
Let's see. Is everybody comfortable?
Yes, Queen Thistle.
On clear nights, we can see the stars twinkling in the sky. The light we see from each star is tiny, the tiniest little spot of light. We can only see it because the sky is so dark.
Black! The night sky is pure blackness.
Yes, it is, Holly. But when the morning comes and the sun rises, the sky gets brighter and the stars disappear.
But Mummy, where do the stars go?
They don't go anywhere.
What?
They're still shining in the sky. We just can't see them anymore because the sky is so bright.
It's obvious. I knew that.
And when the sun goes down and the sky gets darker, we can see the stars again.
When the sun goes. Of course.
So, Daddy, where does the sun go?
Well, wise old elf?
Oh, these books should answer that question, Your Majesty.
Oof!
Hooray!
Shh! This is a library. We must be quiet.
Hello, everybody. May I present my new boat, Bunty 2. Bunty too? Yes. You remember my old boat, Bunty?
Bunty was a lovely boat.
Yes, Bunty was a lovely boat until she met Big Bad Barry. You all know what happened then.
Barry ate Bunty.
Yes, Barry has eaten every boat I've ever made. But now I've built Bunty 2, my best boat ever. 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a kitchen, a sun lounge. The ideal boat for a cruise to a tropical paradise.
A cruise to a tropical paradise? How wonderful!
And Bunty 2 doesn't run on clockwork. She runs on batteries. So she's super fast.
So how are you going to stop Big Bad Barry eating this boat?
Aha! I have a brilliant plan.
What's the plan?
Bunty 2 is never going in the water. Never going in the water? Yes. Barry is not going to eat Bunty 2.
This is ridiculous. Why did you build a boat that you're not going to put in the water?
Just for something to do.
So we're not sailing to the tropical paradise?
Nope.
Oh, Dad! I thought we were all going on holiday.
I've got a good idea. As your king, I command you to put Bunty 2 in the water and sail us to the tropical paradise.
But what about Big Bad Barry?
Don't worry. If Barry eats Bunty 2, I'll take full responsibility.
What does that mean?
You can blame it on me.
The king is so wise.
But
Good. That's sorted then. We're going on holiday.
okay, but if we're going to do it, I'm in charge. And that means...
Oh, this is an elf holiday, so no magic.
Yay! A holiday! Next stop, the ocean!
Yes, but first we have to get past Barry.
You worry too much, Mr. Elf. Maybe Barry won't turn up.
Oh, look! There's Barry!
Ah!
What do we do? What do we do?
There's just one chance. Bunty 2 is super fast.
It's working, Mr. Elf! We're faster than Barry!
We've left Barry really far behind!
Good. He's given up. Right, everybody. Let's sail to the tropics and swim among the corals.
We're going on holiday! We're going on holiday!
We're going on holiday to a tropical paradise.
Oh, Mr. Elf, it's lovely to see you so relaxed.
Yes, with Barry far away, I'm actually enjoying this holiday. We're here in the tropical ocean. Let's go diving.
Cool! Mrs. Elf, are you coming diving?
No thanks. I need to catch up on some important reading.
Righto, see you later.
Chapter 1. I was just a young servant girl, and Squire Trevelyan, with his dark, broody looks and mane of black hair, was being very grumpy. I didn't like him at all.
This is the coral reef.
Amazing! Yes, it's all so pretty.
Do you think we'll bump into anyone else down here?
In the middle of a vast ocean, we're not going to bump into anyone.
Ah, watch where you're going.
Oh, I'm most terribly sorry. I didn't see you there.
Well, I am here, and I'm not pleased to be bumped into. Not pleased at all.
It's Captain Squid, the pirate.
Yes, it is I, Captain Squid, and I'm here burying my treasure.
Burying your treasure? At the bottom of the ocean?
The thing is, every place I bury my treasure, it gets found. So I thought, if I bury it at the bottom of the ocean, where no people ever visit, maybe, just maybe, my treasure might stay hidden. It's not too much to ask, is it?
Well, we're very sorry to disturb you. We'll be on our way.
Yes, be off with you. Get your own ocean to swim in. Hang on a moment. There is something you could help me with.
What's that?
It's a bit embarrassing, but I haven't got a boat to sail home in. Can I have a lift?
What happened to your boat?
It got eaten by a big fish.
Barry's here.
The fish that ate my boat had big eyes
That's Barry.
and a big mouth
That's Barry.
and 8 legs.
That's not Barry.
A fish with 8 legs?
Yes, it's a giant octopus, and it's swimming towards your boat.
Ah, I have to warn Mrs. Elf.
And then Squire Trevelyan said, "Here is the great secret I must tell you. The person I truly love is..." Yes, this had better be important.
Yes, don't panic, but there is something swimming towards you.
Oh yes, what sort of a something?
A sort of hungry giant octopus with 8 legs something.
Oh yes, I see it. What should I do?
Would you mind telling it not to eat my boat?
Now listen here, Mr. Octopus. This boat is not for eating.
What's happening?
The octopus seems to be eating your boat.
Quick, to the surface!
Naughty octopus! Stop eating! Stop at once, I say!
Ah, my boat! Eaten! I said this would happen!
No, you said your boat would be eaten by Big Bad Barry, but it was eaten by a giant octopus.
It's a disaster!
Don't worry. I said I'd take responsibility, and I will.
And?
That's it. I've taken responsibility.
Fine. Well, I hate to ask, but Nanny Plum, can you magic a boat up so we can go home?
No,
Why not?
because you said blah blah blah, no magic, and you took my wand away, remember?
Oh yes, so I did.
So, we're stranded here.
No, I've just had a brilliant Mr. Elf idea. I'll build a raft out of the wreckage.
And we'll help you.
Yes, Dad.
We'll lash the pieces together with rope. There, finished. May I present Bunty 3.
What's Bunty 3?
This boat,
Bunty 2 was prettier.
it's not meant to be pretty. It's a raft.
I know what a raft is. Where's the bathroom? Is it downstairs?
Ah, there isn't a downstairs.
Don't be too harsh on Nanny. She doesn't know as much about rafts as us sailors. By the way, where's the kitchen? Is that downstairs too?
Yes, it's probably next to the sitting room.
This is a raft. There aren't sitting rooms and kitchens and bathrooms.
It's not very luxurious then, is it?
No, it's not. But it will get us home.
And so, Squire Trevelyan turned out to be nice after all, and I married him. The end. My goodness, that was a surprise ending.
Land ahoy!
We're home.
Yes, but that means we're near to Big Bad Barry.
Stop worrying, Mr. Elf. Barry might not turn up.
Oh look, there's Barry. Oh, he's been waiting for us all this time. How sweet.
He's going to eat Bunty 3.
Ah! Abandoned ship! Abandoned ship!
Don't worry, everyone. Whatever happens, I will take full responsibility.
That makes everything all right then. My boat is gone. Gone into Barry's tummy. Curse you, Big Bad Barry. You'll never eat another boat of mine. Never, never. Because I'm not going to build a boat ever again.
I think you've upset Barry, Mr. Elf.
Look at his sad little face.
He's crying.
I've never seen a fish cry.
You shouldn't be so unkind to Barry.
What?
Yes, Barry doesn't mean any harm.
Doesn't mean any harm?
Mr. Elf, as your king, I command you to build another boat. For Barry.
Aye?
What sort of boat would you like, Barry? A sailing boat? A sailing boat for Barry, please, Mr. Elf.
King Thistle is so wise.
Yes, we are very lucky.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. Are you ready to come camping?
Yes, please.
why have you brought an orange?
It's to scare off gnomes.
You know what they say? To scare off a gnome, bring an orange from home.
What's wrong with gnomes?
Oh, you don't want to bring a gnome on a camping trip. They talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yes, gnomes are just like elves.
Absolutely not. Gnomes are greedy, boring creatures who talk and talk and talk and
Goodness,
talk and...
look at the time. We really should be going.
Bye, Mummy and Daddy. Bye, Nanny.
Goodbye.
Have fun!
Watch out for those gnomes.
Don't worry, we've got our orange.
Here's the timetable. 1, set up camp. 2, hang up washing. 3, make a campfire. 4...
Dad, we're on holiday.
Try to relax, Mr. Elf.
I'll do my best, Mrs. Elf. Here we are.
Yippity-doo-dah!
Will there be any dancing?
Can we sing songs?
There will be no dancing or singing, just camping. Here's the tent.
Shall I magic the tent up for us, Mr. Elf?
Holly, I'd rather you didn't do any magicking. Remember, this is an elf camp.
Elves have been camping for hundreds of years. We can put tents up with our eyes closed.
Wow!
1 elf tent.
Hooray!
Lovely. Now we're on holiday.
Yes, and that means there's holiday work to be done.
Holiday work?
Next on the list, hang out the washing.
But we've only just arrived. Why do you need to hang out the washing?
A campsite can never be too clean and tidy.
I'll slice the orange.
Mrs. Elf, how do oranges keep gnomes away?
It's the smell. Gnomes hate the smell of oranges.
Oh,
There. Now we're safe.
Next on the list, collect sticks for the campfire.
here are some sticks.
Here are some more.
Okay, that's enough sticks.
Hello there.
A gnome!
Mind if I join you?
Well,
Thank you. I'll only stay for a week or two.
oh no.
But we had an orange.
Yes, I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the smell of this orange.
But gnomes hate oranges.
Normally, yes, but I'm on a balanced diet, you see. If I eat 10 pies and 20 steamed puddings, I need to balance that by eating fruit.
Let's make a fire.
How do you make a fire, Mr. Elf?
Rub 2 sticks together really fast, like this.
You have to rub the sticks a little bit faster. Would you like to hear the interesting thing I know about sticks? Sticks grow on trees. Amazing, isn't it?
Ooh! I'm nice and warm now.
That's because fire is hot.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
What a surprise.
I've hardly eaten anything today. I've only had 10 pies, a skip full of chips, 30 apple tarts,
Wow, that's a lot.
a sponge cake, 100 sausages, and that orange.
I thought you said you were on a diet.
Oh, I am. There are some things I don't eat, like stones, wood, and television sets.
But nobody eats those things.
What? You're on this diet too? I never knew it was so popular.
What's for dinner, Mrs. Elf?
Cheese and onion pie.
Oh, thank you very muchly.
That's tasty.
Yes, it's scrummy.
Oh, very good.
What's that?
It's an owl.
It's got very big eyes.
Would you like me to tell you an amazing fact about owls? I'll take that as a yes. The owl is in fact a bird. It has big eyes for seeing things.
6 o'clock. Time for bed.
Oh,
I'll put the fire out.
can't you leave it to keep the owl warm?
It's dangerous to leave a fire going, Princess Holly.
That's right. Don't go to bed till the fire is out. And don't go to bed with a carrot on your head.
That's silly.
Ben, Holly, you get in the tent and go to sleep. Mr. Gnome, you have to go home.
But we're having fun.
Elf camping is not meant to be fun.
Bedtime is at 6 o'clock, not the middle of the night.
Oh, I know a song about the middle of the night. Would you like to hear it?
No!
I'll take that as a yes. In the middle of the night, the stars twinkle bright. Rinky-dinky-doo, rinky-diddly-dee. Dooby-dooby-doo, dibbly-dibbly-dee. All together now. Rinky-dinky-doo, rinky-diddly-dee. Dooby-dooby-doo, dibbly-dibbly-dee.
Time for bed.
It was lovely meeting you, Mr. Gnome, but now we need to get some sleep.
Oh, yes. A good night's sleep is very important. Rinky-dinky-doo, rinky-diddly-dee. Dooby-dooby-doo, dibbly-dibbly-dee. Rinky-dinky-doo.
Stop!
Would you like me to stop?
Yes! And please go!
Would you like me to go?
Yes! Goodbye!
Oh, sleep well. See you in the morning.
Mr. Gnome is funny.
He is silly.
Yes, really silly.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. It's the gnome. He's come back to eat our breakfast. Oh, a mole!
Oh, it's eating our washing.
Shoo! Shoo! Go away, mole! Princess Holly, do you know a magic spell to get rid of moles?
I'm sorry, Mr. Elf. I don't.
Oh dear. Think, Mr. Elf. What gets rid of moles?
Hello?
Hey!
Yes, moles don't like us gnomes. No idea why.
Thank you, Mr. Gnome, for saving our campsite from the mole.
That's all right. What's for breakfast?
The mole ate all the food.
Oh, dear.
Good morning.
Nanny Plum!
How was your night?
It was very strange.
Mr. Gnome turned up, and he loves oranges.
And Mr. Gnome sang a funny song called Rinky Dinky Doo.
Then a mole came along and ate our washing line and all our food.
And now we haven't any breakfast.
Yes, I thought that might happen. That's why I've brought the magic picnic basket. Breakfast for everyone!
Oh, I'm actually very hungry.
Oh, have you not eaten either?
Not today. Oh, dear, it's empty.
It isn't empty. It's a magic picnic basket. Magic basket, please. Breakfast for everyone!
Hooray! I get the idea. Magic basket, please. 20 poached eggs, lots of toast, 9 jars of jam, 40 sausages, and 90 pancakes.
Yippee!
What a splendid breakfast. Thank you, Mr. Gnome.
Breakfast is one of the things gnomes know a lot about. Yummy, yummy. Oh, I almost forgot my balanced diet. I shouldn't be eating all this without also eating an orange. Tree.
Chickens ride west.
Oh, my goodness! It's morning! I've got to do my deliveries!
Relax, Mr. Elf. It's early.
Oh, yes. I love these quiet moments before the day begins.
Yes, it's so lovely and peaceful.
It's the cockerel from the elf farm.
The chickens have escaped!
We have to round them up.
Come on, you chickens.
Whoa!
Come on, chickens.
Come on, come on.
Come on, chickens! Come on, choo choo!
Whoa, good. Everything's under control.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Elf. Lucky you were still here and not off on your deliveries.
Oh, my deliveries! I really am late now.
Look at the little primroses. So pretty.
Food delivery.
Morning, Mr. Elf. You're a bit late today.
Yes, we had a problem with the chickens this morning.
Chickens, eh? That reminds me. I really fancy an egg for breakfast.
Ah, I didn't bring an egg today.
No egg?
No problem. I'll just go and get one.
Can I come along? Of course.
I'd better come too so I can pick a good egg.
We'll drive back to the chickens, pick up the egg, load it on the truck, drive back here, and hey presto, you'll have your egg, Your Majesty.
All that for one egg? It'd be simpler if I had my own chicken. Then I'd get an egg in time for breakfast.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You don't really want a chicken, do you?
Of course not. I was joking.
An egg! The king wants an egg!
Does he? We might have a problem there. The chickens aren't laying any eggs.
What? Why not?
The chickens have run out of food. They've pecked away all the plants.
Till all that's left is mud.
Yes, if you want a nice flower garden, don't keep chickens.
Look, there's one little flower left.
Oh, they like eating little flowers the best. Hey, you cheeky chicken.
If only there was somewhere else they could live.
Oh, Daddy said he'd like chickens at the little castle.
Yes, he did sort of say that.
It's true! The king said, I want my own chicken.
It's the perfect solution. We'll move the chickens to the little castle. Okay, everyone, we're moving the chickens west. Saddle up, cowboys.
Yahee!
Cowboys? You're moving chickens. So shouldn't you be called chicken boys?
Cowboys sounds better.
Can I be a cowgirl?
Sure thing, Holly. Here's your hat.
Wagons, roll!
Yee-haw!
Yahoo!
Yahee!
Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay!
I didn't realise moving chickens was so noisy.
The chickens like noise, but we must be careful not to make a sudden loud noise. We don't want a stampede.
Sudden loud noise? What, like bang?
Ah! Chicken on the loose! Whoa! This way, this way!
Phew, that was close. Now, no more sudden loud noises, Nanny Plum. We've got a long journey ahead of us.
Chickens ride west, chickens ride west. Wagons are a-rolling, west we are going. Chickens ride west, chickens ride west.
We've reached Crooked Creek.
What do you mean, Crooked Creek?
It's a creek, isn't it? And it's crooked.
It's just a little river.
Somehow we have to get the chickens to the other side.
And chickens don't like crossing water.
I thought chickens loved water.
Have you ever seen a chicken in water?
All the time. Swimming up and down, going quack, quack. Look, there's one.
That's a duck.
Whatever.
Chickens are not ducks, and they don't like swimming.
Ooh.
So what can we do?
We'll use an old cowboy trick to get the chickens across. Wait here.
What's the old cowboy trick?
I don't know, but it's bound to be very clever.
Or very silly.
But probably funny.
Ta-da!
Told you, he's dressed as Humpty Dumpty.
Wise old elf, why are you dressed as an egg?
Chickens like to look after their eggs. So, if they see one floating across the water, they'll follow it. I'm an egg. Come in, chickens. The water's lovely and warm. I'm an egg.
They're following the egg.
I'm an egg. I'm an egg.
That has to be one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
I'm an egg. I'm an egg. I'm an egg. I'm an egg. You see, it's all quite simple when you're an old cowhand like me. Oh, what's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a cowboy in his underpants before?
Wow, the chickens really like pecking up flowers. They're eating machines, leaving nothing but mud.
Yes. Are you sure the king said he wants chickens at the little castle?
That's what Daddy said. I want chickens at the little castle.
Very well then. Saddle up.
Chickens ride west, chickens ride west. Wagons are a-rolling, west we are going.
We're in the Badlands.
Badlands? It's the meadow.
We'll stop here for the night.
Get the wagons in a circle. Let's keep these chickens safe.
Ah, sleeping outdoors with a campfire. Life doesn't get better than this.
Unless you're home in bed, watching television.
Talking of home, we'd better phone the king.
Hello?
Hello, King Thistle.
We're almost there, but we need to camp out for the night.
Wow! How long can it take to deliver one egg?
Don't worry, Daddy. You'll have your chicken by the morning.
My chicken? What does Holly mean by that?
Bedtime, everybody. Nanny, you keep watch.
What do I have to
Keep watching the chickens and do not fall asleep.
do? Righto.
Morning, Nanny Plum. How did it go in the night time?
Fine.
Where are the chickens?
Oh, they've gone.
Gone? The whole point of watching them was to make sure they didn't go.
You never said that. You just said watch them.
You watched them wander off into the night?
Yes.
Oh, all right, cowboys. Let's round up the chickens.
Come back, chickens! Chickens, come back!
Nanny, remember, no sudden loud noises. We don't want a chicken stampede.
All right. You aren't exactly quiet yourself.
Ha! Elves are good at being quiet. And we're elves! Whoops.
The chickens are stampeding.
We'll head them off at the pass.
Head them off at the pass? What does that mean?
No idea, but they say it in all the cowboy films.
The chickens are heading straight for the fairy village.
Ah, chicken stampede!
Which way did the chickens go?
They went that away.
Yes, that's what they say in cowboy films as well. They went that away.
It's so lovely to wake up to the song of a little bird. Good grief! What are those chickens doing here?
You said you wanted a chicken, Daddy.
I didn't expect you to take me seriously.
You're the king. Of course we take you seriously.
What are they doing to my flower garden?
Eating it, Your Majesty.
If you are going to keep chickens, you have to say goodbye to flower gardens.
But you can have eggs for breakfast every day.
And you won't have any problems waking up.